Okay, we'll try not to make this rambling and stay focused and do quick Canvas get started in case you want to look at this again. Okay, so real quickly, some important things is you'll see right up here you have your account. You can change your profile. That's how I added this little picture. You can do biography, contact information. In fact, I think I'm gonna change all that. Try, yeah, okay. Files, you can upload a bunch of files and then use them later. Settings, these are all the things I've uploaded over the past 3 years. So your account settings is pretty cool. Your dashboard is where you'll see all your current classes. Be aware, look at semester and look at the semester information. If you have something, let's go back here, all courses. This is where you can star classes that you want to see on your dashboard. They save every single thing that you've ever done. So you can draw from past classes, you can add whatever, and it's really, really cool because that way you don't have to invent the wheel all over again. The other thing you can do, which I do over the summer before I actually have official classes, is I create new courses, and you can create a new course, put all your information in there, and then when you actually get your schedule for the year, then you can import the course, wholesale, and it's really, really cool. So for example, over the summer I created this Mill Creek computer tech course, and then I could go into settings, and the whole thing was done, and I could export the course content into an actual Kent School District class. Perfect. You can also import course content. Again, this is in the settings and the course details, and you can import from other classes. Copy it, conclude, delete. You can do all of that here. So let's go to an actual class that is in motion. So I'll skip down here to the left. The inbox here, students can send you messages, and since when they're registered with the Kent School District, all their email addresses and everything are there. So I believe that not only do they get it in their inbox, but when you send announcements in Canvas, it goes to their Outlook as well, which is fantastic. So you got to get them in the habit of also checking their email there. Calendar for events. Commons is where you can get lessons and import lessons or units, whatever you need that other teachers have created. And this help button right here, you can find just about anything. The Canvas support is phenomenal. If all customer service was as good as this, it'd be great. Okay, so you've got all this going on here, and when you're in your course and it's published and whatever, you can, even before it's published, you can choose your home page, and that is the first thing that students are going to see. Personally, I don't use a syllabus because the syllabus is kind of collegial, and it's a little bit more for higher education, and it goes through exactly what's happening day by day. So it's really good for a college student, but doesn't really suit our purposes. Course activity stream is kind of interesting. Pages are interesting too, because you can actually make content pages and have that page be your opening screen. Usually I just default to course modules, and that's the first thing that students see, or assignments list. But whatever it is, they can see whatever it is. So again, announcements are a great way to push out information quickly. Assignments, you can look at all of your assignments, and you can see that this is spinning because I have a lot already. This little button right here, when it's toggled, means that when you post grades to Skyward, it'll gather this assignment after it's graded. You may want to toggle things off because you don't want to necessarily push everything to Skyward right away. That requires you have to play with the grades a little bit. You have to play with the Skyward and the Canvas connection. It's amazing, but it's not always perfect. Discussions, people, and that's in the people area. You can set up groups, you can add people. In the sections, you have all your classes here. So when you're grading something, this is where it becomes important. When you're setting up groups or you're grading something and you're doing SpeedGrader, you can divide it up by section. Navigation, if you have a chat up here, drag it down here. Don't let students use chat. Don't let students use chat. Save it here. Apps, badges, feature options, things like that. Don't worry about that for right now. I'm going to start using badges here pretty soon. So when students complete something, they're going to start getting like little bonus badges here. Office Mix is the PowerPoint with enhanced media features, and I can't use that on my Mac. It doesn't really matter. Class Notebook, I've struggled with this one, and I'm hoping that it's better, that it actually does pull in and create a OneNote with all my students that are in this class. I'm going to experiment with that a little bit, but otherwise I just go to the Kent School District site and create a class notebook from there. Pages, syllabus, quizzes, modules. Okay, let's talk about pages. Pages can be pretty cool. So this is a front page that I created, and you can link. Let's see, I'm going to go into edit here. And you'll see that I actually inserted a table and made all these boxes and then inserted the art and the type. And I linked, when I highlighted this, I linked it to the module here. So this one here, Unit 1, I linked right there to Module Unit 1. So that's a really cool way just to have students kind of see the big picture of the course and have that ready for them at the front page. But once you create a page, you can set it as your front page if that's what you want. So you go to View All Pages. Okay, set this as my front page. You can make new pages. Do that. I forgot there was a button I clicked. I made that the front page. All right, so moving on. So many buttons to click. All right, so here's a module. A module is like a file folder. It's a unit. It's a place where you nest all this information. If you want to add something new, you can hit that plus button, use the drop-down menu, add what you'd like, and if it's something that you've already created, you can click on the link there, and it puts it into the module so students can find it easily. So this right here is a discussion. This is an assignment. Assignment. And when you're setting up assignments or discussions, you can decide and embed certain things. So I found this really cool video that I think I might want to use. So there's a couple ways you can do it. An easy way is you just click the link, go to YouTube, this little icon here, put in your link, and then you can embed it. That's a quick way to do it. You can also do the HTML editor code and embed the HTML code as well. That should get you started, and I am always happy to answer questions. I will say that one of the things that you might want to check out is go to your settings and hit Student View, so you can actually see what students are seeing. They have a different perspective than you do. When they're uploading an assignment, This is where they get kind of stuck. Spending on paper. That's not a good example because they're actually going to be doing that in partner groups. If they're uploading a Word document, they hit that submit assignment button, choose their file. They can write you a comment if they like to. They can actually upload multiple files. So let's say they have a Word document and a PowerPoint, things like that. And then they hit submit the assignment. You will get a notification, which is really cool here when they actually turn things in. And then you can click on the assignment and do the whole speed grading thing and get everything in grades. You can also go here, but I don't want to show too much here. But the grade things are really cool because you can grade whole assignments. You can message, you know, swaths of students who may not have turned something in. It's wonderful. Okay, I'm gonna stop talking now. That was fast. It was the basics, and maybe just look it over really quickly, play with it, sketch out your plan first is my biggest recommendation. Otherwise, you start kind of going down these rabbit holes in Canvas. But once you start doing it, it's highly fun and really helps give feedback to students quickly.